Hey Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is Brooklyn Tarot here. This is going to be your September 2025 reading. This is like my third time trying to record this beginning because I keep calling you Libras. I just did Libra's reading, and for some reason, I keep calling you guys Libra. Some of you could have dealt with the Libra, probably not, but the energy was strong just now, okay? So I have two time cards for you guys, okay? We have this week and then we have in May. All right, Gemini. So something that could be coming towards you within the first week of September. Look out for that, and it's going to blossom or bloom within the month of May of 2026. Or something that you could have started of this year, 2025 in May, is going to you're going to see an outcome, whether the results, an approval, profit, something within the first week of September. Okay, it's August 30th as I record this video. Okay. So we're just going to clarify. Some of you, I could be speaking to someone named David as well. I don't know why that name just came into my head. For my Taurus's reading, I got Angie and Angel. So I could be speaking to a David, could have invested into a business. I don't know. This could be someone coming back into your life, a relationship that you're going to be reworking on. I don't know what this is. Let's see, Gemini. September 2025, this week and in May. Okay, could you see a feather for this week? You could be seeing signs from the universe. Okay, something is on its way. And then we have in May, and it's a blossoming flower. Something has bloomed, something has grown. You'll see something, oh, springtime. It is May. April and May is springtime. So, springtime could be significant for some of you. Okay, Gemini, September. What do you have for Gemini? All right, yeah, I was getting divine timing as well. What are these two? Partying and coffee cup. So this is like a collaboration. This could be a new job. This could be relocating, starting fresh. Okay, so you could have been trying to possibly plan a move, but maybe you possibly needed some type of financial support or some type of approval or for a lease for anything. But I feel like there's going to be an approval. You're going to find out that something is approved, and by the month of May this year, I mean next year, by 2026 May, you could be seeing results, or you could just be fully comfortable wherever you possibly relocate or transition into, whether it's a workplace, a new home, or just a new friend group setting. You could be going out socializing more. But I feel like if it's something that you put in the work in or planted that seed this year in May, then this week, then you'll notice that something is approved and you can start moving forward within your plans. Okay, we have partying, time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the moment. You could be having a housewarming party or just going out celebrating right now. Coffee cup, meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, and building friendships. So a lot of new friendships, period, collaborations, just meeting new people, okay? And with divine timing energy here, the clock card, we have meeting time, cycles, and takes time to heal and progressing. So I feel like this is more so progression. Now that you've taken time to heal from possibly a relationship, a workplace that you weren't appreciated, or an environment, and you've moved forward, now you're going to be, by the month of May, you're going to be, or this week, you're going to be in a comfortable energy of meeting new people and just growing within your environment, okay? Twin flames, yin yang balance, union and duality, complement polar opposites. Mirroring each other, self reflection, introspection, inner wounds. So I feel like you realize that with the possible twin flame connection, you could have met somebody at work or could be meeting someone at work now. But I feel like if we're talking about the past energy that you've moved away from, Gemini, I feel like someone was like a complete opposite and you kind of balance each other out for a while, but things just weren't enough to keep you stuck in one spot or keep you living wherever you were living. Okay, you could have been living with this person, or whatever the case may be. But I feel like you just realized you've outgrown from everything old. Okay, and the reading I just did for Libra, that was the energy that I was getting as well. Okay, everything that was in the past is just not meant for you now. So this can be a old job, old friendships, everything old. You're switching out for the new. Okay. This could even be like a housewarming party, people buying you lots of gifts. Okay, but I just felt this is the energy of feeling more loved and supported wherever you're moving to. Okay, if you're moving into new love, you're feeling loved and supported there. You feel more of a connection there, a new home. You feel more connected to your home, connected to your environment. You possibly feel more grounded. You could be around more sun, around more earth. I feel like with the dragonfly, Libra also got this card, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. Um, I just feel like you could have even been dealing with a loss of a job, Gemini, for some of you. I feel like the workplace is very important for some of you right now. You could have lost a job, you could have got laid off, and you could have realized, like, how am I going to pay for my apartment? How am I going to pay for rent, food, and all of that? But that was a sign for you to have to realize you needed to adapt to a whole new life, a whole new way of thinking, a whole new everything. This was your only way of realizing that you need to turn around and start fresh. Okay, I'm feeling like the heavy energy of starting fresh, a new beginning, new doors opening for you, okay? Okay, this, yeah, with the illusion wanting to come out, I feel like this was after a long time of being around places and people and things that weren't, appreciating you, okay, weren't treating you fairly. Getting clarity, okay, seeing through lies, being real with yourself, accepting the truth, okay? I'm hearing for some of you Geminis, you could be the curse breaker of your family. You could be the one to break generational curse in this lifetime and calling everyone out. And they look at you sideways for that. They look at you like you're trying to like you're trying to one up them or be better than them or battle them. You could be dealing with a mother, an aunt, a cousin, anything, anything. But a lot of feminine energy right now. But you're going where there's more rejoice and peace. Okay, you're not dealing with people that are gonna sit around and battle you all day. Okay, get it? Yeah, get away. Vacation together, much needed break, romantic retreat. Okay, if you're in a relationship, a healthy, stable relationship, and you're very connected with your partner, Gemini, and they have your back through it all, I feel like you both are getting away from the situation, especially if you both could have been living with this family dynamic, or could have met at this workplace. You both could have had the same ideas and are taking a leap of faith together. But I feel like for some of you, if you're in a relationship and you're not single, then the both of you are aligned with one another and both realizing that you both have to take a leap of faith and just move to, around new people, start fresh, because you both could possibly feel like both of your families are holding you back in a way. Yeah, moving. You both, I feel like with this twin flame, this isn't like a positive sense right now, Gemini. I feel like you both balance each other out, have the same mindsets, the same goals, and I feel like with moving coming out, as I'm talking about travel, is double confirmation. Okay, moving in together, getting a new home, going away. Teddy bear. Yeah, jealousy. All of these people are jealous of you, Gemini. These old friends, these family members, they can have alcohol addiction, sex addictions, and just worried about money, self, just themselves, self-indulgence. They could probably, if they have kids, they possibly put their kids last and make sure they have the latest drip, the latest new clothes while their kids are starving. And you could make sure your kids are fed first, and you make sure everything is good in the home before you worry about going out and partying and things like that. Those type of differences in morals and values are causing a disruption because you're breaking a generational curse, Gemini. And at the end of the day, these people are obsessed with you though, okay? Wanting too much, unhealthy habits, but being obsessed. All of the unhealthy habits and all of the unhealthy lifestyle things that they say that you live, that's how they live. And you live a whole complete opposite life from that. But what you realizing, getting clarity that they project that onto you, they're speaking ill onto your life and they're sending evil eye, and you're realizing that you need to leave. Seven of Swords with the Four of Swords. While you're laying here peacefully, Geminis, they're coming to start trouble with you. So you could have literally been living with these people, and they could have constantly been trying to start with you on a regular basis. Could be siblings, could be anyone. But no one had your back, possibly but this partner. You could be moving in with this partner, possibly. So for some of you, this could be getting away from a toxic workplace where you're being underpaid and underappreciated. And once you relocate and move away from this job, okay, so you could have applied for a job. Let's say you're moving to Florida. You could have applied for many jobs that you qualify for, and you wanted to see if you were approved before, relocating, which is a very smart decision. But you're approved effortlessly. And with this Leo energy strength, you could have Leo placements. I feel like you're not letting these people bring you down, Gemini. I'm hearing Aquarius. It could be Aquarius people that are trying to, Aquarius person trying to deplete your energy, another air sign, or they're just in that energy of the Queen of Swords or King of Swords. Or you are just very cutting, okay? Cutting off anything that doesn't serve you, anything that doesn't align with you anymore. Look at that. Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. A lot of gossip, heartbreak. And it was like, even when you were struggling and when you were down, which is why you could have been living with this family member or family, or could have never left. This could have been a childhood home. But I feel like they never thought you'd have the strength to overcome and get away from this situation or this dynamic. Okay? This is the type of situation where they wanted to keep coming at you, throwing things at you, evil eye projections, and they're trying to figure out why it's not affecting you, why it's not penetrating your heart, why it's not affecting you. And when you cut them off, 33 energy, releasing and letting go as well, moving on, moving forward, clarity, that left them heartbroken. They're like, wow, they left us. Gemini left us. They left us hanging. Wow. They could have been using you for financial stability. They could have been asking you for rent, for you to provide for food, for groceries, and it could have been really taking away from you having a fresh start. And I feel like whoever this partner is, or possibly like a really, really good friend, letting you possibly stay with them for a little while, or possibly give you a financial helping hand, a loan, just whatever. Possibly don't even have to pay them back. I feel like it's what you need in order for you to relocate. Okay, you could have been feeling like, you invested a lot of time and a lot of money into this home, could have had thoughts or could have been giving you the illusion that you could possibly have this childhood home one day. It'll be passed down to you, so you were investing, but they wanted to kick you out and leave you hanging anytime you put up a boundary. Okay, people could have drinking addictions. When you're drinking and rages, you're not even thinking or talking straight. So I feel like someone could have been trying to really bully you. All right, King of Cups could have been a water sign father figure, or just a water sign family member, or anyone just like that just moves in their emotions, Gemini, and very impulsive. The Hermit and the Ten of Swords. The universe is highlighting that this new beginning is needing to happen. Virgo energy, okay? They were slowing you down from moving forward out of this situation, out of this home, out of this job. The Hierophant. This is divine timing. And then you go from the Seven to the Eight of Pentacles, something elevated for you. All you needed to do is take one step, okay, up the ladder. One little step made a big progression for you. Yep, this card literally rolled out the Two of Pentacles. And now these people are dealing with loss, financial loss, struggle, and no sense of self, because you were the one bringing clarity and common sense to these people's lives. You could know a lot of financial literacy. You could know how to just write checks. You could know so much things about finances, saving, and they don't know anything. And now you're left with all of your knowledge and they're stuck. And they could be losing a home as well. You see, with the jealous, unfair accusations, not being respectful, yeah, you're literally traveling. You're getting away from this energy. They only want you and need you around because they need the stability, Gemini. Okay, so this could be a family using you. This could be a job using you, that they were never going to give you what you were worth. And now they're going to be losing employees. They're going to be losing income, business. This could be a job with sales, and you could have been the only one bringing in sales. You could have really good luck with that. You could have a good job talking to people and just persuading people and into trying new different things, especially if you're selling products, skincare products, anything like that. But someone tried to single you out. Okay, especially if it was your idea. They tried to push you out. And now you're like, I'm done. I'm not helping you run the business. I'm not helping bring clientele, none of that. The moon card energy. You're taking back your energy, Geminis, okay? One more card. One more card. I don't want to hold you guys too long. One more card to clarify. Whew. Yeah, sudden change, shocking news. Someone didn't expect you to leave them hanging. Girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment. So this could have been a business dynamic. You could be talking with friends about it, or a relationship. You could be talking with your friends and they could be letting you know you're making the right decision. You could even be meeting new friends wherever you relocated to, and it just feels like a fresh new feeling, because possibly your old friends like toxicity and will encourage you to stay in this toxic situation if it's a relationship dynamic. Or they will just continue to tell you to just stay there and stack up your money until you leave. But you can't stack up and save if they're taking everything from you. Period, point blank. You had to relocate to heal, Gemini. Okay? Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.